Alright guys, is it for Gandhi, and I believe that was DM over on Smite Game. We're back here with finals of the EU Challenger Cup week number 3. Panthera facing off against Spicy Waffles once again. It's basically going to come down to this one. Whoever wins this match will be going home a lot more seeding points in the lead. If it's Panthera, they're going to be sitting pretty with about 120 overall lead for themselves.
But even if they lose this one, they will still stay top of the EU standings. But I think what Panthera will do now is probably just go back to winning ways again. They experimented in that game, I feel. I wouldn't say lack of respect for the enemy team, because they have respect for a lot of the boys on the enemy team and they know each other pretty well. But I think now they'll go back to focusing things here in this one. Jubilanki Athena banned out by the boys of Panthera, and in response, Circuit and Sylvanas taken away. And it looks like we're going to see a Thor lock in first.
Yeah, can't say I'm terribly surprised about that. With that getting locked in, there's of course that global presence with that Anvil of Dawn, and of course that damage. We saw that this may not be the support Thor again. It could be, but it may not be. We saw before, just out of support role, he wasn't really building too tanky. He picked up the shift to shield and then built into a wing blade, and that was all he needed to initiate a fight and do a ton of damage to whoever the heck was near him. So it works out really well, despite him not being the typical tanky frontliner we usually tend to expect in most Smite games.
I like the calls coming out here from the boys of Spicy Waffles. They picked up Poseidon and Cupid as the first two picks. They had a really good game in the last time round. Why not go with the same composition? So far, so good. This time, though, a mixture coming out from the other side. We can see Emilito probably playing this Agni in the mid lane and Anhur locked in for Yaman. So a total different setup this time round for the boys of Panthera. Definitely needed after the last game. Be interested to see what support they play, because Thor could be jungle, but he could also be in the support role. We'll find out as this one goes on. We know what Rafa's support god pool is very, very wide open. And there's the Hercules locked in, probably for Flirt Q.
Yeah, it's another worst support coming out. It works out reasonably well. We don't... At Season 2, they kind of sort of reserved. Since the end of Season 1, it was like, warrior supports, what are those? You saw the occasional Odin, but not much else. Thor is also just that first pick. It's very nice. It gives them the option. They can stick at support, they can put it in the jungle, and then they give the options like, you know, what are Spicy Waffles actually looking to pick up? We can use that kind of, not as a counter pick, but they have the option of placing it where they need to, and they can cater to the last two picks based on where they want to put that Thor. It is back to the counter banning phase right now with, what do you even ban out? Because you don't know where the Thor is going, you don't know where the Hercules is going. Do you just assume that, well, it's probably Thor jungle, and like this, the Emir was banned out by Spicy Waffles? Or is that, someone might try jungle Emir, soul lane Emir kind of crazy? I mean, when you have gods like that, what is the thought process that you try to go through with that?
Yeah, possibilities. I mean, all the way through. So with the Ymir banned out, it's over to the boys of Panthera. They're going to take away Bastet off the table. Surprised Bastet's been so low priority picked here. Yeah. But that is Ninja Batz playing Ninja Batz on this game there. Humbat's locked in for him, more than likely in the jungle there. Tyr being hovered on across the way for Ninja Dimmy. He's quite happy to play Tyr in this matchup. He could be against Poseidon there, and if he is, he's going to have a little bit of a struggle, but for the most part, he should be able to just farm up. He's just got to avoid those whirlpool combos.
Yep, Tyr does get locked in, so that's going to be the case with that. Oh, speculating crazy stuff again. It's like looking to come, probably not jungle Tyr support, although Arachne getting hovered over, Bacchus getting looked at. Maybe not quite so sure what they... Well, okay, I'm not even going to attempt to hover over these gods, because now we're on Krabraken, the Ares, and Ares will get locked in. So there's still some options as to where exactly they can put these various gods. Solo lane Ares could potentially maybe be a thing.
I mean, come on, calm down.
I like being optimistic. Jungle Tyr, solo Ares, support Thor. Okay,
standard Panthera is standard this time around.
Fine.
Ares in the support role. He's got honestly, Ares isn't too bad against his Hercules Cupid lane. Cupid can't flutter away from the aggression that's going to come out from him if he gets chained. Hercules can't use Driving Strike. Batz can't leap away either. And Scylla can't use Sentinel. So multiple targets for the chains to really force the cripple. Obviously as well, by taking that Ares, it also relieves the potential pressure of Ares being taken to deal with Tyr. So Tyr's only really going to deal with the cripple from Scylla and the Poseidon as well. Composition wise though, on paper, these are both very, very strong comps, to say the least. I feel the late game overall does go into Spicy Waffles' favour just because of that Scylla Cupid combination. I feel Anhur's great for 1v1 potential, but Cupid's teamfight presence is just a little bit stronger in all fairness.
Yeah. And God Trading's also completed. I'm a little sad now. I really wanted this. I like that support Thor. It was amusing.
Don't be able to. We're going to put Ares in.
They're doing roll swaps. There's still potential. There's hope. There's hope, Hindo. It's slim. They might do roll swaps.
I doubt they'll do roll souls.
I
Guys, we'll be
know.
back very, very shortly with the final game of the Challenger Week 3 for Europe. Panthera versus Spicy Waffles, momentarily.
All right, guys, we're back. Attempt number 2. Assuming Hindu didn't break anything else this time, we should be good to go for the rest of this matchup. It was all Hindu's fault this time. Last time it was my fault. This time it's clearly yours.
Not even banter, that's just pure BM. It's just rude.
Yep.
Panthera versus Spicy Waffles are 1-1 so far. This game will decide who takes week 3. Will Panthera go absolutely monstrosity clear at the top, or can Spicy Waffles start to close the gap in this one? Rafa's got out of base early and put 2 early wards down. I'm not so sure about the mid-harpy ward there. It's not one we generally see these days, just because there's no mid-harpies up anymore. Rafa, what are you thinking? But it does stop at a potential early invade coming out from the boys of Spicy Waffles. Across the way, Spicy Waffles defensive ward placed on the right-hand side, just in case Panthera want to get funky over in the solo lane.
The only thing I think of those early wards, they might be expecting a bit of an early rotation. Was it Flurry Q last week we saw? I feel like Flurry Q last week on Amir, he rotated over fairly early out of the solo, out of the dual lane. We thought he was going for the back Harpy steal, and he went to mid lane, found the Frost Breath, and found a kill on somebody. They might be warding up just to catch a vision in case he looks for something like that. For now, though, it's going to be a fairly typical just kind of meta start. Different starts coming out of those supports as well. Bluestone Pent of Hercules, he's going to be quite sustaining and tanky off of that. You know, using the mitigate wounds, using those driving strikes, Earthbreakers pretty much freely. While the Ares start with the Mark of the Vanguard will offer some protection against minions, and he could look to apply aggression as well, with that percentage-based damage coming off of both the of the Searing Flesh plus the Shackle damage. Hercules could potentially get caught out pretty badly if he driving strikes in a bad spot.
Yeah, just keep an eye on this duo lane more than anything else. That's where the aggression will be. I mean, Agni will push Scylla under the tower for the most part. They are
Flurry
going
Q's
big right
in
now.
trouble.
Knock-up was huge. Flurry Q has to drive and strike away. The minions are not doing too much work to Rafa, but Bushy's auto attacks are. Big rotation coming out early from adapting in the jungle as well. And this Thor going to rotate mid early on to see Wolfie soak up experience. Meanwhile, Ninja Bobat staying around for one more wave over there.
There's the back Harpy invade coming out from Panthera, and over in that left lane, iRapper has to be very careful. He does not have the advantage of that mitigate wounds like Hercules does. They both have about the same amount of potions remaining. 2 health potions for iRapper, but Hercules still on 4 mana potions. That is a lot of mitigate wounds worth of mana.
It is a lot of mana potion, but the thing is, mitigate wounds is not that strong during the early levels. You don't get as much effectiveness back until you've really got it maxed. I mean, 30% of the damage returned is healing. That's not that much, really. Not to the extent of 90%, which is the max rank. That's when Hercules really starts to become that unkillable object. Bobat, rotate mid, not interested in ganking Emilito, just going to focus on the minions. But what this does do is allow Emilito adapting to hit level 5 of these back harpies more than likely, or at least level 4, I should say.
Rotation coming out over this left lane. Ninja Bobat's looking for iRapper. There's a lot of damage that did just come out on camera over to Spicy Waffles dual lane. They were forced to deal with that minion wave. If they were able to leave the tower, they could have looked for something.
But King, he's so low right now over the right side. He can't do anything in this now. He's got 1 health potion ticking. Gonna have to sit under the tower there. But meanwhile, Panthera gonna steal away the back harpies of the boys of Spicy Waffles, but they get caught.
They do. Ninja Bobat is alright for now. Yemen actually picks up first blood onto Flurry Q in that dual lane. Ninja Bobat, though, in a spot trouble, going to somersault over the wall and adapting now, looking for damage. Scylla using that Sentinel to escape quite safely, although Path of Flame Wave, rather, coming out from Emilito, doing a bit back and forth. Emilito's going to take a crush, but it's a bit of a wash here. We missed the real action. I imagine that was yet another Shackle combo set up into a disperse impale.
It looked like Flurry went aggressive to kill off Rafa, chased him down, but unfortunately didn't find the first blood kill. Said traded himself in mid lane. No, Thor dives deep, adapting, gonna find the kill on Wolfie, but he might trade back to Bobat. He's still on level 4 the wall, gonna buy adapting some time with the support of Emilito. He might get out, but he's got no mana.
He is trying to get away. 30 mana in his hand, not going to be able to have that hammer teleport up anytime soon. They're going to let him go as mid-harpies did just spawn. Ninja Bobat going to pick up the right-hand side quite quickly. Emily in trouble. Somersault over the wall as I forgot to hit L the second time around. Apparently, a lot of damage coming from Desert Fury. This is probably going to be a double kill here. Ninja Bobat will eventually fall as that slow-mo camera finally goes down and away. Slow-mo should now be off to everyone's appreciation. We will not be dealing with that anymore. That was a very, very long Desert Fury.
Panthera have just got themselves a monstrous lead there. They got both mid-harpies. So they got 1 mid-harpies there, and Bobat got the right ones. But in doing so, they've picked up kills across the map. Yamin got himself big. 3 kills for Yamin in this game already. And a kill onto adapting. This is going to be a big game for the boys of Panthera to try and snowball from now. Everybody just bait with the harpies being down in the jungle down. Keep an eye on war coverage, because Gold Fury is always going to be a threat at this stage.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we saw a 3-minute 30-second Gold Fury last game. So these teams we know are. I think it was last game. One of the last two games was like a really, really early Gold Fury. About 3 minutes, 30 seconds in.
It was last game. Rand. And already I can see that Spicy Waffles being very smart putting an early ward down at that Gold Fury just in case that does happen at the moment. 3 members of Panthera floating around mid lane looking for a potential pick. Wall comes out, double tap on Bobat. Not too much to write home about, but where's Rafa going?
He's been roaming around. Right now he's looking for either Cupid or Hercules, whoever he can happen to find. Not going to find either one, unfortunately. Sometimes those change to decide they don't want to connect to somebody. Not much you can do about that.
Amelito's trying to get a pick in the jungle here on a rotation.
Over the soul lane, Arcane in a lot of trouble. The Tectonic ripped off the anvil. Dawn adapting, finds that one over there. Looks like a little bit of aggression still coming out of this dual lane. Flurry Q in trouble. Driving Strike is good, but he's not getting out of that one alive.
He might be able to trade back though. Will the Bushy, if he can continue the chase onto Yami? I guess he doesn't want to go in the flutter in case he can find it. Flutter is actually on cooldown there. It's not going to find it from mid lane though. Agni getting aggressed on here by Batz. Looking to trade out with Wolfie, who uses the Hammer Monster, does not connect. Amelito with the bomb, he's not going to find it though as he gets beaten down within an inch of his life by this monkey. Ninja Bobat finds the kill. Wolfie survives for now, but Amelito is here. So adapting is here now.
Yeah, Yemen low on health. This might not have been the... Ooh, the Impale, though. Adapting finds that with the Berserker Barrage. Might look for another one. Tectonic Rip, the double tap about to connect. Adapting finds himself the double. Right now, Panthera pulling what Spicy Waffles did last game. The Goldie right now is starting to grow. Jungle buffs are up right now, but I expect them to seriously start considering the Gold Fury after those next set of mid-harpies.
They could. This looks like a bit of a repeat of game one that happened last time round. At the moment, this is a bit of a struggle for the boys at Spicy Waffles to get themselves back into here. Let's see if they can get the jungle buffs up and cleared. That's going to be key for them right now. Anking has his blue available. Needs to drop that one down soon. I mean, at the moment, Ninja Dimmy and Anking have been pretty much just farming off, and you kind of expect that. Tyr might be able to do some aggression onto Anking, but again, he's got to deal with cripples. He's going to look for the potential blue steal here, but he sees Bobat, and Bobat sees him.
Yeah, he's going to kind of disengage just a little bit, as once again, Ninja Dimmy going forward, looking for the invade onto this mana buff potential. He's kind of waiting around, waiting for the right moment. He's not going to be going in quite in time. He might look for a pick, might say hi. Here's Thor going up in there, looking for something there. Going to find the double stun on that one, and Dawn Hammer comes in rather. Ninja Dimmy finds a kill. They might look for Ninja Bobat, but he is under the safety of his tower. Still a little too early to dive as Tyr or Thor. Neither one really has any sort of defensive item online quite yet, and the tower kind of hurts.
Does kind of hurt for the time being. Harpy spawning on the left hand side. Right one's already available. Rafa's waiting for those on the left. He's going to drop those. Meanwhile, adapting and rotating for the right ones, extending this experience in Gold League once more for the boys of Panthera as Amelito pokes down Wolfie in mid a little bit.
Yeah, it's kind of manning up the tower. He really can't leave the safety of that. He knows those mid-harpies have to be a threat. They have vision of the left side, right side just falling as well. It's one of those things, you know somebody is over there, you don't want to get too risky. Blink online on Tier, you don't want to get pulled in by that. You have beads, but Tier 1, it's a 3-minute cooldown. You don't want those on cooldown if you don't have to use them. So
the Gold Fury call is very good here because they just showed Bobat on the right hand side. They forced Wolfie back to base, who's on his way. Flurry Q going to throw out a very early boulder in this one, trying to do some damage. It bounces off the pillar, not going to find anything there. The bombs rain down from above, and Amelito finds himself a kill. This is a free Gold Fury now for the boys of Panthera, extending that lead further.
Yep, it's up to right about 4,000 or 5,000 gold right now. Amelito going to be picking up a couple minutes here in the mid lane as well. I mean, it's right now, Panthera is in very strong control of this game. We saw Game 1 went very well in favor of Panthera. Game 2 was very strongly in favor of Spicy Waffles. Game 3, it's looking like Panthera have the control once again. Bushy dancing and pelvic thrusting all over the duo lane. Crazy, crazy, weird stuff. I don't even know what's going on over there anymore. That said, Spicy Waffles, I don't want to say it's their game to lose right now, but they're off to a very strong start. Spicy Waffles need to, if I said Spicy Waffles game to lose, I mean Panthera. Spicy Waffles need to start getting wards down, need to start looking to pick people off in the jungle and stop this bleed of both the golden experience before they let Panthera get too far ahead where they can't really even look to do anything anymore.
But at the moment, they are too far ahead right now. They need to play catch-up. There comes Adapting, ulting into the sky, looking for the gank onto Poseidon. Going to find it before he can even drop the Kraken. Kraken does come out, but maybe Bobat can make something happen. Oh, he hit the wall with the hammer! There's the slow as well, and he's probably going to go down here as well.
He's juking this one. I'm Monster coming out from Scylla, looking for this one. Not going to find it. Juke the right way. Double Fearless, though, coming out. Ninja Dimmy wants to fight this one. 1v2. Wolfie's about to fall. Will find it. Ninja Bobat low in health as well. Going to force to use that somersault out. Ninja Dimmy coming in big, that 2v1. That's that experience lead coming into play big time there with Ninja Dimmy coming out victorious 1v2.
He does come out 1v2. Meanwhile, Flurry Q trying to defend this mid lane tower as Amelito continues to just rain bombs down on him. The tower slowly chipping away. Yamin versus Bush. He's still going on the left-hand side, though.
Pale did miss, so Bushy's okay for the moment, but he's eating a lot of auto attacks right now. Harp Bomb will miss as well. Bushy needs to back off right now.
There goes a blink.
There's an Ares waiting around the corner. He might need to go right now. Bushy cancel that recall. He is dead to right, so that's the no escape damage might kill him outright. Not quite. Desert Fury used 2 ultimates for the Bushy. If they can get this tower, will definitely be worth it. No rotations coming out to defend this tower, so they will likely pick that one up. And right
that was
now,
a nice Desert Fury. That Desert Fury was nice from Yamin. He could have just like honestly, Rafa could have got the kill there himself, but Yamin used the Desert Fury at max range, knows the range of that skill, abused it well. Bobat's going to rotate over, doesn't have ultimate here, so needs to be a little bit careful about getting picked himself because the chain 1 hits, chain 2 does not. Disengage happens. 13-2, Panthera.
Mid lane adapting, looking pressure on the Wolfie. Gonna miss the full-on combo. Berserker Barrage just getting used to clear the wave in the end. Scylla looking to apply some back, actually, is still kind of going back at it. It's back and forth all over the place. Scylla has the Sentinel to escape. If her health starts getting a little bit too low, it's still kind of roaming around. This is actually Ninja Dimmy coming from mid lane. They might look for Zed the Blink. Fearless Wolfie is probably dead right here.
Yeah, he is. The Fearless combo is enough to bring him down. Adapting, secures the kill with the auto attack. I bet Ninja Dimmy's not happy about that. Gonna jump over the wall and meet a Kraken. No! Mistakes were made. Keep an eye out for rotation, boys, because if you meet a Kraken, you're not going to enjoy that taste. At least Sharks in this situation. Bobat waiting in the wings here with the Fear No Evil to go aggressive again. Now he's going to be hit by the Whirlpool, but he's still going to be able to go aggressive into Onking, who's out of money. Lawbringer does not connect. Onking lives for now.
That was a close call. Ninja Dimmy right now is very far ahead, highest level in the game. He only has a Wingblade and the Warrior Tabi online. He is not by any means running away with the items. It comes down to the fact that he is tanky just because he is a warrior. He has that heal off the power cleave, and that Fearless, the double Fearless plus the knock up off the power cleave and the aggressive stance allows him to have so much control in these little 1v2 fights he keeps finding himself in. And that time he almost found a kill as well. He wasn't able to. The Lawbringer just missed on the tail end of it, but they cannot look to fight him 1v1 anymore. Nobody on the side of Spicy Waffles can. They need to look to
mid lane once again. Dive under the tower from Amelito. Going to find the kill. He might get in a bit of trouble here as Flurry Q rotates in. Earthbreaker did connect. 4 speeds on Amelito. He's safe for now once again. But the driving strike and the boulder's going to do some damage. No double tap from the boulder. Unfortunately, Thor is up. What's he going to find?
Looking for the Iron King in the right lane. Will find that kill. Surrender Vote just coming up once again. I don't know if those would go through with this. It's early on in the Challenger Cup still, but going forward, I mean, what is it? 4th place and above, 4th or 6th place and above are guaranteed a summer split seat for the qualifiers. So just getting those spots will be enough. And right now, the way the math works out, I think as long as these teams pretty much just play going forward the last few weeks, they will still be in the top 6 slots. EU, there's a bit more of a gap between the top 2 and the rest of the pack, so they'll be all right. But there's still cash in line. There's still a bunch of extra gems on line as well for these first place teams. So going forward, they could potentially end up hurting themselves if they give up. And for today, it looks like Spicy Waffles will throw in the towel. So first place will once again go to Panthera. They will extend their lead up to a 3-week streak, taking first place every week. 300 seeding points going into week 4 for those guys.
Panthera played well the game 2 before. They experimented with multiple assassins and hyper carries. Didn't work out for them. And Spicy Waffle said, hey, come here. Respect us a little bit, right? Come on, we'll shut you down if you do that. And they did. But in game 3, Panthera came back strong, led from the outset in that game. Really well played by the boys of Panthera, and well deserving of taking a very clear lead in the Challenger Cup now.
Definitely. And going forward, there's 3 weeks left. 2.
4, I think.
4. There's a number of weeks remaining in the Challenger Cup. We're both very well informed as to what is going on with the event we're casting.
I'm pretty sure it's 7 weeks total.
That's
7 weeks. And if we've done
4.
3, Zayden, 7 minus 3
the math gets
4.
hard. The math does get pretty hard.
7 minus 3
subtraction.
4.
So about 4 weeks left in this one in theory. That, actually, triple blink coming out. Agni may be looking for the combat blink, actually. Just notice he picked that one up. Maybe some blink.
Well, the blink's very, very strong, actually, in the current meta. I think it's a bit better than Aegis can be. Combat blink can be quite useful, just to get yourself out of a tough spot. Obviously, it's not affected by cripple either. So, keep your eyes on that one going forward. Damage-wise, though, you can see, interestingly enough, Ninja Dimmy did 8k damage in that game, which is quite surprising considering he's only got 2-0 and 2, and the game time of only 11 minutes, 8,000. That's almost 1,000 a minute. Well, it's a little bit less than 1,000 a minute, but still, Dimmy played that very, very well. Did a hell of a lot of damage on that god. And the boys, honestly, for me, for that game, Yaman played fantastically in that last game as that Anhur, showing the strength of Anhur once more, now that we're going into the meta of Anhur boys.
Indeed. I think that's pretty much going to wrap things up here for today, Hindu. That was the finals, and yeah, going forward, great set of matches so far. This weekend in general. Going forward next week, Panthera are going to be having that 300 seeding points total. They'll be up by 120, I believe, if the math holds correct on that one. So they cannot be dethroned for at least a week. Going for 2 weeks, they could potentially. So they'll have a nice little...
Cognitive versus Cloud9 is on right now, over on the other game right now. You can go and tune in with that and watch more of the SPL going on live action for you. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, boys and girls. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves. I have been the Hindu Man. Alongside me has been the one, the only, the Zidon on Twitter. Follow him there, and we'll be back once again next week for more Challenger Cup action.
Have a good night, guys.